Hello and welcome back to day number 82 of my road to 200 kilogram total. Now for today, back on my usual time working out, I guess. Since I don't have work today in the morning, I can sort of start earlier, like 8, which I think is a lot better for me rather than 9:30, because it's not as, like I talked about in my video yesterday, which unfortunately was uploaded just today. I talked about how it felt colder. It felt better to work out to do my training session when it was a lot colder rather than hotter. And here in the Philippines, it's hot all year round, except maybe when it rains, but then it just ends up being hot and sticky because of the humidity. Anyways, 8 o'clock felt really good. Had some calories in, didn't really need all that much because I wasn't really maxing out today, except maybe in the squats, which you'll see later. Right, now for today, something that I wanted to focus on was, what do you call this? Remembering to be more aggressive with the feet and the change in style. That's the thing or change in technique. That's where a lot of my problems have been for the past week. I hit some really good strides changing it last week, but then, when you watch this week, it's a lot more apparent that I'm having trouble remembering, because the movement pattern that I did for the past 2 years was already ingrained into my technique. Well, actually, that was a bit of a funny fail. Something that I thought would help a lot with remembering to be aggressive with the feet would be some snatch balances, or there's another term for this, because a real snatch balance is when you have a small dip, kind of like in the jerk, but that was just plain out drop under as fast as you could. And that was really just me emphasizing the aggressive feet. Now there you can see that I sort of forgot the lift, how I was supposed to be lifting. See, I'm just extending, then just leaving the legs in extension and just going out to the side, instead of what I should be doing. You'll see here. Well, actually, no. I only did it during the first rep. I only did it in the second rep. Sorry. See, look at the difference between that rep with legs fully extended and then just sort of dropping down passively, versus that there. Some would argue that's not as effective because the first one was more akin to Chinese style lifting, which granted is highly aesthetic, but I don't think that's where I'm supposed to be going for. There we go. That was much better. That felt much better, much more aggressive, and felt like I could just pull even more weight off the floor. Alright, now first working set, snatch double at 60 kilograms. Setup was exactly the same. You see, that's a sort of an underrated aspect of weightlifting. There's a lot of checks that go into when you're about to perform a lift. You can see this with a lot of the elite weightlifters. They always lift the exact same way with very little to almost no variation, even to how they approach the bar, and that's something I've been practicing a lot. Okay, second set, very aggressive. And if I had to nitpick on one thing, it's that I sort of jumped a bit forward here. So when you jump forward, that's a lack of extension actually. I'm cutting the extension a bit short. There we go. But I am, however, really actively pulling under instead of just dive bombing under, which is a lot of what the Pakistan team. You'll see it in Rostami, and who's another really good? Oh no, not Pakistan, Iran. Sorry, yeah. Oh, that's gonna get me killed. But yeah, the Iranian lifters just dive bomb under. Now working on the clean and jerk. Well, actually, clean plus 2 jerk. I kind of forgot that when I was warming up for that first rep. Same exact deal. Getting a bit very aggressive watch my front foot. It's good during these lighter weights, but the heavier they get, they sort of actually no, wait, you can even see there. My right foot, or the foot that goes in front, tends to inch to the side. I don't know if that's a carryover from my days in Taekwondo, and I would practice doing that just to make sure my ankles were nice and mobile and wouldn't get wrecked when performing a side kick. There, much better. Boom. The re-racking is a lot easier because I had the confidence to do that because of yesterday's 90 kilogram re-rack. I had to do that twice. Okay, working set. My only working set. Good, clean. Really, really proud of my cleans. Jerk drive improved also. But yeah, that receiving position, especially with that front foot, is gonna be a problem. There, I tried to absorb more weight and I ended up losing a bit more balance. But yeah, that's something I can easily fix. Now for here, as you notice, I'm not starting off with 70 kilos for the warm-up in the back squat because I was working up to 120 for 5 sets of 3. So I decided to just, increase the warm-up weights as well. So instead of 70, I started with 80, and the jumps are still the same. It's still 20 kilo jumps, so it's 80, 100, and then 120. Really good. Really proud of how my back squats are looking. They're feeling easier, and they don't feel easier, but they feel better. And that was really just due to the adjustment of my squat width, of my feet width, and looking at a target in front of me. Yeah, that thing is reflective, and after watching some videos on why squatting in front of the mirror is a terrible idea, I decided that I should not look at myself, but rather to a fixed point, and that would keep my head in a fixed point and could give me like a target to go up on. Yeah, look at these squats. These are 120 kilos, and it's actually a lot. These look better than when I was doing 120 for triples, or these look better compared to my 125s. Well, of course, 125 was like a 5 kilo increase, and 130 was a 5 kilo increase, but I wasn't going as deep in those. And here I'm just really going for that. I still feel a lot of the tension going down, but that slight quote-unquote bounce off the floor, which you're supposed to have anyway to utilize going up during a clean, is really helping a lot. But then again, the more sets I get into this, like particularly this fourth set, I wasn't getting as much of a bounce, and it was a lot more. I was trying to rely a lot more on that strength. Can I just say my legs are looking great? Okay, boom. This last set. Knees starting to cave in, but you don't really notice that. I didn't notice that at all when I was lifting. I thought my knees were out. And ooh, I love that bar bounce because of the weight. Yeah, the bar whip, not bar bounce. Right, and the last part would be some accessory work. So this is just the usual Pallof press, standing a bit more out. Wow, I should be extending that way more. Ew. Anyway, I'll keep that in mind. I don't review the accessories all that much, but yeah, I should definitely extend those. Really feel a full lockout with my elbows. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you next week. Alright, see y'all.